folks. This is one of those fights that I've really been looking forward to because it's going to be straight up wilderness combat against the Confederacy. One of the most confusing fights of the American Civil War, and certainly a lot of mistakes to be made because of the location given. Now we're going to be moving Wadsworth forward. We're also going to be taking a few of these other men and actually moving them individually. But we'll take Brigadier General here, Charles Griffin, and I'm going to push his men right up the road here. So several different detachments moving all at once to face what looks like a pretty terrifying Confederate line. Let's face it. The Brigadier General C. Robinson, once again with that right flank. We're not using the Major General, who is Grant, in this particular battle. We're going to be using the other generals to push forward. So just to zoom out, you can sort of see the approach we're taking here. Just a straight on to the front approach. Grant is back here hanging out, and I think the only other thing I'm going to do with Crawford is try and cut the enemy off at this bridge to make sure that they don't retreat in any way. I'm going to have to actually redraw that line. Let me cancel that. Let's do something like this. It's going to have to work for now, of course. Wadsworth, of course, already moving forward, but I'm starting to think we can probably push him forward even more just as long as we stay in the wooded area. I'm going to do that, just get a little closer, and we'll go from there. Look at that. That's much better, actually. Just get the entire army. That's going to work out. And let's see what happens, guys. Of course, we're going to let our men move into position. It's going to take a little while for everything to get started, but let's go ahead and press the play button and get moving with this army. Well, hopefully us as the Federals can knock out the Confederacy here in Spotsylvania, Virginia. This is, of course, later in the war, and it would be great if we could prove to them that we can move right on through here and get to the objective point behind the line, right over here at the Orange Turnpike. In fact, it's the only objective point on the map right now, so we've got to throw everything behind this attack. Well, as always, boys and girls, we'll return when the combat begins, but our men are preparing to head out into the field. This is what we've been waiting for. It's what we want to see. Wish us the best of luck. Alright, we just got a message here from Augustus P. Martin. It looks like our 4-core batteries have undergone some damage from the enemy, some actual attacks. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. This is where the attack has been happening. I think it's just mainly the enemy artillery firing over here. So we've already got our 4-core battery. We're already firing directly at the enemy. Now, it's kind of a mixed situation here in the wilderness because you would think that artillery is not very effective, but during this actual battle, the artillery would shatter the trees around the men and pretty much turn this into Shrapnel City. So we are going to try to do the same. We really do want to advance right there on the front line with the enemy, get into the woods so we can use that advantage, and we'll go from there. I'm going to be moving some men forward first, of course, to engage, and I think this hopefully is going to be the enemy weak spot over here. That's where we're going to be putting just about all of these initial infantry units just to take the fight to the Confederacy. Now over here, we might actually be able to take Warren's forces and move up even a little farther, but I'm not going to mess with it too much. I think we can micromanage at this point since we're so damn close to the enemy. In fact, over here, for instance, we can already engage with Stafford's brigade. I just want to make sure that we've got that advantage in terms of the actual cover here in the woods. So let's try to engage with as many men as possible here. Come on, boys. We need your assistance. Now that they're flanked, we can almost attack from the south as well. Not sure if that's wise, though. Yeah, they're aiming at us over here. My goodness. Let them have it, boys. Good shooting. Keep it up here on the left side. Things are getting pretty interesting. I don't like that rebel unit is getting behind our lines. So I'm actually going to reposition this guy over here. Let's go. For the Union, boys. The battle is starting in earnest. Got some more men over here that could assist for sure. We haven't done much on the right side. I think I'd like to focus here on the left. See if we can't crush the enemy here. It's also going to stop them from being able to retreat across the bridge. So it's a double bonus. Come on, boys. Huzzah! is a devastating volley. I'm absolutely loving it. You gotta keep it going, though. See how it's going over here against this unit. Looking nice, but we gotta engage right now. Come on, boys. This is our chance to get a dramatic hit. Come on, boys. So again, we're really putting most of our focus here on the left side. Gotta focus somewhere first, I think, and it's gonna be very important. Can't just attack all along the front. I'm not sure we're gonna make it. But keep harassing the enemy that are gonna attack us here in the wilderness. So we're gonna start engaging there with Jones' brigade. And we'll take 2nd Brigade to engage with Jones' brigade as well. If they come into the woods to fight us, we're gonna give them a hell of a time. Go, boys. How's it looking over here? Looks like we've knocked out a bunch of the infantry in this area, but our guys are still not making it over to the left. They're just now heading there. It is going to take some time, folks. And I'm going to have to actually aim at these guys. Let's actually make it a charge, just to make sure we get there quickly. Come on, boys. With these men, I'm going to try to set them up right there. I know it's out in the open, but I'm hoping the overwhelming firepower can knock the enemy down. Give them hell, boys. Let's see if we got any reinforcements on the way. I highly doubt it. And I was mistaken. We have more than just one location to take. We got to take that location. We've got to take that location. It's going to be interesting to see how we deal with this. Engage them, boys. Samuel Leonard. I don't know if I saw Holland. Samuel Leonard, engage. Move these guys up as well. Just start engaging anybody that gets into the woods here. Including these guys. Might as well take the fight elsewhere. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. I hope we're knocking this unit down. It looks like they're about to break. Well, it continues, boys. It's not stopping yet. I want to get these guys over here with Joseph Bartlett's group and set up another front here. My goal is to break this group over here completely and then set up a new defense across the wilderness. Don't know if it's going to work, but we're sure as hell going to try. Come on, boys. Might even need to bring 3rd Brigade over to assist with these guys, but I think this is the main target right now. Battles Brigade. Come on, boys. It's looking nice over here, but our men are not as experienced as the enemy. Over here, we're getting an amazing volley against the enemy, but it's frustrating because now we're facing this unit here. Looks like the Confederates in this battle are definitely more trained than our Union men, just for this fight, unfortunately. Come on, come on. Let them have it, boys. I'm almost in the mood for a charge. That's it, that's it. Give them hell, give them hell. We've got to hold them, guys. We've got to hold them. I'm amazed our men have held them this long. We've got some brave fighters right here. All right, there we go. 3rd Brigade is getting into position. I think they're going to be very useful here against this unit, and probably against a lot of others. In fact, what I'm going to try to do now is switch the fire from Schweitzer's brigade over here to Stewart's. So we'll start hitting some Confederates here. Alright, over here is where there are problems happening. Potential Confederate charge. Let's make sure to reduce the chances of that. Open fire! Come on, Dennison. Right there. You could just imagine the massive amount of gunfire coming from the woods during this battle. It's going to terrify anybody in its presence. Look at that! Just took a huge chunk out of the Confederate units there. Although we are having some problems with our artillery nearly being overrun. Come on, boys. Come on. It's looking nice. It's looking real nice. Now send these rebels back to Richmond. Let's see how it's going over here on the left side. I think Johnson's brigade is probably doing quite well. 257 casualties. The Iron Brigade, also a very famous brigade, has 336. Lysander Cutler. That's not the leader of the Iron Brigade, is it? I don't think so. Keep it up, boys. We've got to let a lot of men dropping on our side, too, but they're also out of cover in this position, and I think we're about to break them. It's an elite unit. These men are at home in the maelstrom of battle, but they know a suicide mission when they see one, and may rely on their survival instinct under heavy fire, especially under weak leadership. Wow. So we've got some serious enemies here, some very loyal Confederates. Alright, looks like, nope, no runs yet. We did have one of our infantry units retreat. I was not awaiting that. Let me get a little closer. In fact, I might even do a charge here if I'm not careful. I'll charge just to get a bit closer to them. Let's go for it, boys. Take them out! For the Union! Huzzah! Ooh! Charge! With Leonard's brigade! We're gonna take these damn Confederates out, guys. Get them, boys, get them! There's some panic here, but there's also an enemy, cavalry brigade, of all things, moving towards us. Get them, boys, get them! And, of course, we continue the volley against the Confederates down here. Pretty amazing fighting going on. This is exactly what happened during the Battle of the Wilderness. It was very up-close and personal fighting compared to a lot of battles of the Civil War. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. One of our units did break. I didn't want that to happen. Let's keep the fire on Stewart's brigade. Luckily, most of our units are doing pretty well. Let's move Bartlett over here. There we go. Doing pretty well here. I think we've actually got the enemy on the run. I can't quite tell yet. Come on. We need you to respawn, boys. We need you to respawn. These guys are also running like crazy. 2nd Brigade. They've lost 1,145 men, more than half of their men. So it makes sense that they are pretty terrified. Let's see how the charge is going. It looks like it's still very much up in the air. Very nice. I think we got him. Just to make sure, I'm going to start engaging with some of our men. We'll start firing those rifles right downhill at the enemy. But I do believe that we are wavering Jones' brigade there for sure. He's flashing red. That's what we need to see. But we need to win this fight quickly. How we doing over here, boys? Okay, we've broken one of the loyal detachments, guys. I think Battle's brigade is the last one in this area. But look at just how many men we've lost with Roy Stone's brigade. It's been a lot of guys. 387. So let me try to take the advantage here and destroy Battle's brigade completely. Nice shooting! Look at all those rebels going down. My goodness. And it looks like the fight is actually teetering off into this part of the woods too. It'd be great if we got this unit back right now. Then we could use it to charge the enemy artillery there. But we've won the first fight against the rebels. Let's just keep firing at any target of opportunity. Come on, boys. Engage, engage. There we go, guys. Look at that. Battle's brigade is running, and I'm going to keep on firing. You can see we're even knocking down the flanked units as they retreat. We don't want these guys returning to the fight under any circumstances. Now I'm going to move Roy Stone over here and start engaging Daniel's brigade. It is working. We're rolling up this side, but we've got to take that Orange Turnpike. We've got to break through and take the Orange Turnpike officially. Now, as for this unit, come on, boys. out. Is it Liddell's brigade? I thought it was Liddell's. Or Johnston's. It's probably Johnston's brigade. This is also an elite brigade. We can tell by the 4 stars. But let's try to maximize damage. Yeah, it's Johnston's brigade. Man, that fight is still going on. They need to do something about the length of the close combat fights, but we're doing pretty damn well. We killed a ton of rebels in this unit too. Stonewall's brigade, which of course is quite an important one. But we need to we've got to completely destroy these guys. Come on now. Fight back, boys. Fight back. Charge. This conclave fire. We also got the generals right behind the men, so there's a lot of support here. The question, are we getting any shots? It doesn't look like 3rd Brigade is actually taking any shots against the enemy, unless I'm just going crazy here. Let's try this. Some of the pathfinding obviously has to be fixed in the game. Let's grab the artillery. We're going to put them right here. Come on, boys. I see some charging there, but the rebels are fighting back too. They really don't want to surrender. Come on, boys. Keep that gunfire going. I think we're doing okay, all things considered, but we lost a lot of men, and that's to be expected in the Battle of the Wilderness, of course, but just a tremendous amount of men. There we go! That's what I've been waiting for. Johnston's brigade on the run. I want to give them a few more volleys just to make sure they understand the message. And now, we're going to start pushing up over here. Let's go, boys. Amazing work by Cutler. Did not expect him to be that effective. Let's push him here as well with a fallback maneuver. And start engaging the enemy here. So now the Confederates are officially retreating right there. Kind of running away. We just want to keep up the attack, but look at that! We've also taken out Stonewall's brigade with the charge. That's amazing. Now we've got to charge the artillery, finish them off once and for all, but I also want to engage these guys. They are currently engaged with our friendly units, so let's get up there and help them out. Come on, boys. Time to take these rebels out once and for all. And sorry, I'm mistaken. We're still fighting Stonewall brigade. We might need to send back an additional unit to carry out that close combat. There is the artillery. I've been waiting for you, artillery. We're almost in range for canister shot. Let's do it. Oh, he decided to fire over here. Fair enough. Try to take out the enemy artillery on that side. Walker's detachment. What I really want to do is engage the enemy right there. Let's see what time it is. So it's early in the morning. It's 10:17. This might be a one-day battle, actually, depending on what happens, of course. All right, let's keep engaging. Okay, just a general unit. They're very nice to know. I'm going to start surrounding these guys over here. Poor James Wadsworth. He's taken so many damn hits. We'll just move up the entire unit. We could actually move one of our guys through, I believe. Yeah, Parker's store. We could try to hold this location. But I think first, you know, we need every man we can get during this battle. First, let's knock out the units over here, hopefully, if everything goes as planned. Fire! Give them hell, boys. Flanking shot here would just work wonders. We are prepared with that Springfield rifle musket to just send them straight to hell. Unfortunately, the men are pretty damn tired. They've got high fatigue, which is an even better reason to just get them into a firing position, not a charging position. One of our guys actually just got shot there, so they're starting to see us already. We want to start firing. The enemy's already taken 526 casualties there on just Stewart's brigade. I can only hope that gets even more serious. But our guys are getting hit really bad here with Denison's unit. Come on, boys. See what's on the other side of that there hill. Looks like we may have knocked out Stonewall's brigade as well. Not a bad deal, I don't think. Alright, some of our guys have already arrived here, but I wanted to keep them in cover. That being said, beggars can't be choosers. Let's just engage. Just make sure our guys are engaging here. Same with this unit. Again, I wish we could go straight for the victory locations, but I think we need to continue forward. We might send one of them up the road just to take the Orange Turnpike. Come on, boys, engage! What more do you need to wait for? Give them hell. Might be time to fire now. I think they're about ready to fire. I sure hope so. Oh, yes! We've also got some artillery over here. There we go. I see some reloading. We need a full volley here. A full volley to be completely effective.
Reason, the regular shooting isn't working. The charge worked for us last time, so I'm going to see if it doesn't work for us this time. And these guys already have a successful charge under their belts. 3rd Brigade. And ideally, they just shoot, but that's not working. Come on, maybe this will work. Going bayonets at the ready. We've also got some more units approaching here from the south, and yeah, I don't think we have a choice. We're going to have to move out of cover. I don't want to go that far. We do something like that. And hope for the best. There we go. The charge has begun. We had to do it. It just looks like our men were not able to fire in that situation. So let's see if we can't win this charge, and while we're at it, maybe engage the enemy right here, or maybe we should just keep on firing. I think our men are going to do their best to target the enemy, but I don't know how friendly fire works yet. So instead, I'm going to turn them this way and engage this unit right here. Gordon's brigade. They've already taken quite a lot of hits. Okay, look at that, guys. We've broken another enemy infantry unit. That is insane. We're looking at a minor victory right now already. If we just keep this up, we're looking at, for sure, a minor victory. I don't want to let them breathe. As you can see, I'm still firing, and look at all those rebels knocked down there. Let's keep it going, boys. Why stop now? In fact, now I think we could take the Brigadier General of this area, and that's Wadsworth. And we could direct him to continue forward. Smash that unit, as you can see. But where we're trying to go is over here. It looks like we got some guys going over there already. Oh. Well, hello, guys. These have to be reinforcements that I wasn't aware of. So I'm going to send one of them over there. Just to take the location, the Orange Turnpike. And that should be more than enough for a minor or even major victory if the battle is going to end soon here. Let's keep it going. I think it could go all day, depending on how many times the enemy wants to come back and fight. But we better get everybody in this fight right now. Come on, go, boys. Love the individual unit flags, by the way. That is so cool. Can't get too close to that. I'd like to get an even closer zoom in here for the main game. But that's looking great. Fire. Reload. I love to see these reinforcements on the way. And look at that. We could probably even move forward with the artillery, because we aren't going to be using it against the infantry over here anymore. They've been completely broken. In fact, our men are standing over their battered bodies. Pretty nice work, boys. Pretty nice work. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. And just keep putting pressure on the enemy, really. Right now, we are looking at that minor victory. Okay, we've actually got one of the units, it could just be a general unit, back here, who seems to be going to the Orange Turnpike area. So I hope he doesn't have the same plan as we do. But we should be able to knock him out. We should be able to take him down. Still a lot of enemies over here. Look at all the enemies retreating, guys. Unbelievable. A lot of Confederates deciding it ain't worth it. Go back to your farms. Forget this mess. It's too much for us. I love to see that. And hopefully that becomes really just part of this battle. An exemplary part of this battle. The enemy retreating en masse. Come on. Fire. Johnston's back for more punishment. We'll give it to him. It's all the brigades. We got Johnston, we got Stonewall's brigade, and right now we have them like fish in a barrel. If we could just really take the advantage here and start firing, this is going to work beautifully. I think we got to move 3rd Brigade, or 1st Brigade, excuse me, a little farther up. So let's do that. But these guys on the left side, Cutler's Brigade, they're going to start tearing right through the Confederate lines. Just going to get really close, right across the canal here. The fight goes on unbelievably. I mean, it's just been a close combat fight the whole time. We might just need to call it the Battle of the Bayonets. But we are still engaging the rebels right there, and they're not really returning fire as often as they'd like to. So I like how the battle is going right now, but again, I'd love to take just one location like the Orange Turnpike. It would make that victory feel a lot more real, for sure. Alright, that seems to be close enough. Come on, boys. Show no mercy. Nice. Right in their face. I mean, that is just a point-blank volley there. That's what I like to see. And it looks like, yep, sure enough, they got into the charge. Of course. They got much closer to our guys than we'd like, but I think it was kind of their last hope since we were getting just point-blank shots at their men. As for Samuel Leonard's unit, I'll decide if I want to charge when I get closer. For now, I just want to get them really close to the enemy so they can start firing at them. But hopefully our boys can take him out in close combat as well. Come on, boys. Looking pretty good over here, too. Let's actually take Bartlett's unit, and I'm going to move him up to the Orange Turnpike. Fire! I don't like the fact that they have artillery still in the woods here, but I'm hoping that as long as we can overcome their infantry, we should be able to come out on top. As you can see, we have done serious damage to Gordon's brigade already. And I'm almost tempted to just continue these charges. It's working out for us so far. We might as well keep it up. I mean, we've knocked down so many of their men with that initial volley that I don't think they can withstand much more. It's
looking like a major victory right now, guys, if we can keep it up. Come on, boys. Let's move that artillery farther up. And let's take just a quick look here at the battlefield, man. I mean, it is brutal on both sides. But we knocked out so many of the rebels here. I would say that this would be the point of contention. I think one really cool feature they could have in this game is, like, the ability to, like, draw a circle here and name this battle site, like, part of the battle, so you could review it after the fight. But I would definitely Miss Hagerson. So it looks like Miss Hagerson's farm. That's where most of the fighting happened. I wonder where most of the fighting happened during the actual battle. These guys are going to be returning. They're just doing a patrol there to the south. Make sure that none of those rebels are going to try to regroup. And just continue the push. Why not? Definitely got some more rebels running. That's what I like to see. Stonewall's Brigade, 687 dead. Of course, it's such an important brigade, to say the least. Trying to see if any of our officers have been hit, but I think everybody's okay. Yeah, none of our actual officers have been hit, which is rare, very rare for fights like this. Still doing such a good job there on 2nd Brigade. Just such a good job. Only a 3-star unit. So these guys are good. They're slightly above regulars. And no wonder. I mean, they know exactly what they're doing here with these Springfields. As always, guys, if you enjoyed these videos and you want to see more, especially for these much longer fights, please do make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I can't stress that enough. Looking beautiful. Look at that. We are just pushing them out. We just got to keep this line going. Got to extend the line. And of course, just get a few units to hold those existing victory objectives. I don't even think we need to take those areas to win the battle. It's just going to be sort of a nice bonus there. Come on. It's taking you guys so long. There we go. Just fire. Guys are getting back to their original positions. So really, I'm going to just try to increase the volleys here. We need consistent volleys to make this worth it. Fire. Got to be careful because some of our brigadier generals and major generals like James Wadsworth are getting awfully close to the front of the battle. And of course, they could catch a bullet. They could catch some shrapnel from the shells. Anything is possible. We do want to consider all of our options. Come on, boys. Fire. Watch the counter fire. Watch the crossfire, I should say. But otherwise, let them have it. Yeah, we're going to readjust these troops very soon, because I think we can finish off the remaining Confederates here as long as they don't have reinforcements with the men we have, and maybe just send one of these groups of infantry over here to the Orange Turnpike, just to make absolutely sure we take it. So I'm going to set him up for a move right now.
And you know what? We should also move up with the artillery. Get a little closer to the enemy. Yeah, keep that volley fire up, boys. Fire! Whoa, we've got some serious artillery coming in. But we've got them trapped at this point. I don't see them escaping at all. Keep up the fire, boys. Keep up the fire, damn it. Of course, not all of our units could stay in the fight, and it looks like 3rd Brigade has succumbed. Denison's unit, they did a great job. They did a great job to the very end there. There we go. We're getting closer to that victory location. It's just a slight added bonus, of course. I'm not sure if it's going to turn the tide of the battle. Alright, yeah, we're going to take the Orange Turnpike. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Why can't anybody fire? We've got ammunition. Not much. Not much ammunition, but we've got some. Could be they're trying to conserve their ammo. I never considered that. Alright, and for the artillery, the best way to approach Artie, immediately go for the charge. They can't withstand a charge as long as we get in there soon and quickly, and there we go. That's what we're looking for, baby. Get them. Move our own artillery up as well, just to give us a little added bonus, and I'm going to target the Army of Northern Virginia immediately. There's also a general here, so we could potentially take out Johnson himself. How amazing would that be? Alright, we've taken the Orange Turnpike there, boys and girls. The second location to take to ensure victory would be Parker Store, but considering how we're doing, I don't think we're going to need to do that. Again, this was a very quick fight, very, very close combat-oriented fight. And that might be the answer here. We might just have to charge in towards the end. Maybe our men are unwilling to use that ammo for whatever reason. I'm going for it. Bayonets at the ready. From both sides, we're going to charge. Charge. There we go, boys. For the Union. Talk about a tough general. Brigadier General Robinson is right here watching the men carry out that charge. He's going to give our men as much support as they need. Come on, boys. Bayonets! It's like Chamberlain's charge in Gettysburg, except we're going uphill. So I think ours is even a little tougher than Chamberlain's charge here. Alright, looking nice. Looking very nice. Back and forth bayonet combat is getting out of control, and we're just now arriving with our other unit to join in here, Iron Brigade. These guys are the masters of close combat, the Black Hats. They're going to move in here and utterly decimate the enemy artillery. But so far, we've accomplished the goal of moving these guys back. Initially, thought there was no way we could break through the Confederate lines, but I believe I've been proven wrong, and it's great to see that artillery falling on top of their heads. Look at that. Our men finally started firing. Maybe since they got a lot closer here, they decided it was worth it. Kind of makes sense. Of course, when you're down to 22 rounds, or 22% of your ammunition, excuse me, Yeah, you're going to be careful with the shots you take. Yeah, these guys have already retreated. Good old Hayes Brigade. Keep it up, boys. And again, we're still on that road to a major victory. I hope that stands the test of time. It is looking great, but just all along the battlefield, you could see the casualties. They're all strewn out around this, like, sort of circular strip, or more rectangular strip almost. It's really, really bad over here, and we can't even see all of the dead here. We do see a bunch of Confederates dead near the trees, but I'm sure that the casualties in this area are also insane, since this has been all bayonet combat, close combat, etc. See a lot of rebels down there, and a lot of Federals, too, all throughout this wooded area. Man, this really is like the actual Battle of the Wilderness. I can't wait to see the actual casualties, though, to see if it's similar or completely different in terms of the casualty count. Trying to get those boys into position. We're going to fast forward here just to sort of get a little bit closer to the conclusion of the fight. And I want to see if anything changes. I'm going to move forward with some of these infantry units. And again, the goal here is to just keep on charging, knock them all down. We've done an amazing job already, but I'd love to get a charging unit in here too. Let's do it. As for the rest of our guys, I'm just going to set them up. Get them into a decent volley position here. Give them hell, boys. Give them hell. These guys are prepared to fire. There we go. Let's hit Johnston's division. Okay, we've broken another one, guys. Unfortunately, it looks like they've also broken our artillery, but Hayes Brigade is on the move. Doesn't look like they want to stick around. As long as they can't come back with some sort of rebel charge and retake these locations, I just can't see how they can win this fight. I think we've got it, but they still have to the end of the fight to prove themselves. Although, look at this. We just received reinforcements. Let me pause. That's going to be a very important part of this fight. 1st Brigade is here. Let's get 1st Brigade into the battle. Emory Upton's unit is here. This is not a commander I've ever heard of. A few other units are here. We just want to immediately get them set up. Come on, boys. It's going to begin immediately. Our men are going to start engaging here. It's exactly what we want. Sort of a hammer and sickle approach here to knocking out the remaining enemy. And you can see that our federal line here is firing on the units that are retreating. Again, I think it could just be a situation of friendly fire where they're not going to open fire until the enemy is actually within visible range away from our own men. That could be what's going on here. I honestly don't know. Full volleys. Imagine all the mini balls sailing across the field there. I think we've got them completely. I mean, this is really the remainder of their army. Unless they have some reinforcements, which I wouldn't be surprised by. It could certainly happen. then we may have this one, folks. Let's make sure that Morris here, just Morris alone, heads all the way over here to Parker's store. I wish he didn't have to go here, but I think it's going to be essential. In fact, I'll just take over the Brigadier General here, instead of moving the units individually. So let's take Getty. There we go. In fact, we'll do something like that, yes. Charge! Get him, Bartlett. You've got bayonets for a reason. Let's see, again, I'm keeping my eye on any potential situations of enemy reinforcements, but I'm just not seeing that happening. And maybe we should just grab one of our units and head to the Parker store area. I think we've already got this. But just to have that extra peace of mind, I'm sort of considering it. Shooting there by our men. Just gotta keep it up. In fact, let's try to send, not George Meade. There we go. Henry Baxter. I'm gonna move him right up there to the road. I know it's not the best cover in the world, but we can assist with firing at this group of enemies. Shooting, man. Good shooting. And keep in mind, that is 2 brigades together firing those volleys. So they're just continuously complementing each other. It must be absolute hell for Early's division here. Like that all the generals have decided to sort of converge in this area. Seems to be a pretty safe place. And as you can see, they've indirectly gotten into the fight. It's a shame we don't have any cavalry during this battle, because some cavalry charging through there could break the enemy very, very quickly. And just really change our luck immediately. I think we'll be alright, but it could be going a lot faster, let's put it that way. That's right, boys. Keep it up, keep it up. Just forcing all of our infantry units to target their infantry units. In fact, some of them are just going to go ahead and charge in there. Yes! Heard of a rebel charge, but this is going to be a Union charge. Watch that friendly fire, boys. Watch that friendly fire. You could accidentally be hitting your own men. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Very nice. I'm seeing some actual serious fire coming from this infantry. We've got to get even closer. We've broken their artillery. That's a great start. Let's focus that fire on their infantry. And look at that. They are running. Looks like this is mostly actually Brigadier General units. If we can smash them, that's going to be really great for the Union cause. And one of our units is breaking, unfortunately. Iron Brigade of all brigades. They do still have a few guys here fighting to the end. But we shall not surrender. We're going to keep up the fight and hopefully take that store area as well. Oh yes, we've taken Parker's store. So now, of course, if we can hold these locations, we are onto a major victory, guys. But can we hold these locations? That's the question.
I think now that we're in the major victory phase, I'm hoping that the enemy is not going to continue the fight after the end of today. I feel like we beat them fair and square. There would really be no point. But if they do, that would almost certainly mean that they're going to have reinforcements. It has to be the case. It just has to be. Because they can't fight with the men they've got right now. We've utterly decimated their army here in Spotsylvania. Even Johnston is staying far back. He knows that things are not looking good for the Confederacy here. Still going to try to charge that general. If their generals get too close to us, then of course I reserve the right to bayonet them. See if anybody's coming to their aid, their protection. I don't think so. There we go, guys. End of the day. So it looks like we are continuing to the next day. I think it's pretty crazy that we would do that because we essentially hold every single area here. So what we would want to do is just go ahead. You can see the units out of supply too. That's a really cool update. We want to grab our officer. Where is it? Wright? No. Sedgwick? No. I think the main officer is going to be Grant. But look at that at the Parker Store area. Suddenly we've got an entire group of enemies. So I am going to take right here and start setting up here by Parker Store. Oh, continue to start redeployment. Okay. So now we can actually redeploy. Oh, cool. They did show sort of a circular area here in the battlefield. That's pretty neat. Okay, so let's take Robinson, and their morale is broken. It's not good. I'm not going to lie. Put Robinson here. Let's take this fellow here, Sedgwick, and we're going to put him over here by Parker Store. That is more like it. Unfortunately, that's going to have to be the setup we have, kind of, something like that. Defending the Parker Store area, because let's face it, there's just not much more left up here. We will keep the existing infantry units in the area to try and continue fighting the enemy. But obviously, we're going to have to mostly hold that store area, assuming they actually attack there. Imagine they suddenly split their forces and decide not to go there at all. In fact, just in case that happens, let me see if I could take George Getty and put him over here. I hope that won't... Yeah, I think that'll work out just fine. We should have more than enough to hold the Parker Store area, just to be certain. Yeah, something like that. All right, guys, wish us luck. The battle is about to begin again. Glory to the Union. Well, of course, we're not going to finish the battle all in one go. Hopefully, we don't have any sort of crazy shutdown like we did the last time we played. But we are going to return with the fighting in the next part of the battle, guys. Of course, starting in the early morning. Thanks so much, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.